What up, people? It's your boy Dominico. I know it's been a while since I posted a podcast. Sorry, I was on a shitty vacation. So you say, anyone that follows me on Twitter, but whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that I can talk to you guys and bullshit. Um, when I came back from my little vacation, which I'll tell you about a little bit later, I noticed that there was like 40 or 50 views, which I was blown away. I was only expecting like two or three, me and maybe my friend. But no, I mean, just the love that I've gotten from my Twitter fam, my DeathSquad family, my boy Waterboxer who came up with the title SmokeRings. Um, this is like number three or four. I'm pretty sure it's three. I have to check my shit, but yeah, I'm really the love that I have, man. I'm shouting out to all my Death Squad, family. First and foremost, man, man, Water Boxer. Shout out to Joe Rogan, and my main man I've actually met, and he gave me hugs and showed me the most love, man. Joey motherfucking Diaz. If you don't know who Joey Diaz is, go kill yourself. Not really, but fuck. Joey Diaz, oh man, he's, you know, that's a dope motherfucker. Then you got Ari Shafir, all those are original Death Squad, but just the family, you know, Miss Cleo on Twitter, she's dope. I got Burn, Burn in the morning, always preaching that positivity to the Death Squad. I mean, my man Waterbox. I mean, there's so many people I can name off, but if you guys all see this, I got love for all you guys. If you part of that Death Squad, no cuntiness shit. Yeah, I'm down. Um, but yeah, my little vacation. My ain't seen me for a while. Had to go serve a little time in lockdown. Got locked up. They won't let him out. But yeah, you know, it was I'm here in Utah. I was over some weed shit from like when I was 19. And, uh, took care of it, but I still got a fine I got to take care of, so I got to take care of that. So I'm gonna be taking a little break from my you know normal thing, but that's gonna give me a chance to be clean and whatever for here for a couple months, which is all good. I can do that. But in the meanwhile, man, I've been doing MMA and Jiu-Jitsu on and off for a few years. Maybe that'll give me a chance to get, in shape and do a couple of jiu-jitsu competitions. Uh, maybe MMA fight. We'll see what happens. I'll definitely keep you guys posted. Um, I got a couple things I'm gonna cover today. I actually wrote it down. I'm gonna be more organized today. I want to do a recap on some of the fights that I missed, but I gotta catch a recap. Thank God for DVR. And then, man, the big fight over the weekend, Master Eddie Bravo, OG Death Squad, fought Royler Gracie at Metamoris 3. Um, if you any kind of jiu-jitsu fan, grappling, catch wrestling, ooh, you got buy it, buy it. I mean, you can see it on YouTube, but if you want to buy it, buy it. But if you ain't got money, whatever. But oh man, that was such a good match, and there was a whole bunch of other matches. But oh, I'm gonna cover that. What I thought about that. You know, well, I guess maybe we'll talk about the JO shit, but maybe I'll just breeze over that. My main thing about that is don't go. Just don't go. Shitty food, motherfuckers bossing you around. I mean, there was maybe a handful of COs, as correction officers, the cops inside the shit that were cool and nice, and but most of the time, man, I was just in there for some weed, and I got treated like I was eating babies or some shit. And just the people. I mean, not to hate on people, but man, there's a lot of people that are institutionalized and they just love being there. They're like, oh, this is home, 3 meals a day and clothes, and not me, man. I never want to go back, so I gotta pay my fine and take care of some other shit. But fuck it, I'm a real person. You guys are just gonna know if this bores the shit out of you. Sorry, but anyways, actually, I just want to cover, I'll just get into the Eddie Bravo, Royler Gracie. Woo! Man, so it's been 11 years. If you don't even already know the story, I don't know how you found me, but so Eddie Bravo originally beat, Royler Gracie in Abu Dhabi in Brazil, like the first American to beat a Brazilian, like I think it was 2001. No, I gotta pull my shit up. I gotta check my stat. But you know, with him doing that, it put pretty much him on the map, and it's fucking insane that in the first match, he pulled, he had control. Hoyler, it looked like to people, Hoyler had him beat, but last, little bit of the match, you know, my boy Eddie Bravo fucking slapped on a triangle, and he, took a little bit, but he pulled down on the head and he got Hoyler to tap. And this is Royler Gracie. This is, if you don't know who the Gracies are, yeah, everyone knows who the Gracies are. I ain't even play. But, oh man, Hoyler, I mean, is just like they say the best when it comes to competition jiu-jitsu that the Gracies have, and he's been doing that since he was, he's a Gracie, so since all his life. But and now on the second match, the rules were different. With Metamorphs, they have it's 20-minute matches, submission only. So if it goes to, the end, the full 20 minutes, then it's a draw. So I'm sure you guys already know it was awesome. What happened starts, Eddie Bravo pulls quarter guard and gets locked down. And then just pretty much from there, he's working electric chairs. He swept him like 3 or 4 times. He went for a neck crank, like an inverted neck crank with the lockdown. I mean, I'm not even a master in the 10th planet. I just been trying to get my stretching down, and I'll watch some videos, but I'm actually going to buy the book, and I'm actually going to buy the video too. And, you can go on to 10th planet, BJJ, oh no, 10thplanetjj.com, and there you can learn everything you know for $5 a month. So I need to quit being so damn cheap and do that myself. So, not a sponsor, but do that, and because I'm going to do it too, because not only he didn't do rubber guard, that was he. I think he tried like one thing he was going to try to do real quick, but I guess he just got the electric chair with the lockdown, and he just felt no resistance. And so it was a very competitive match. I mean, for the first 7 minutes, 4 to 7 minutes, Royler was like on top, controlling, and then, Eddie just started hitting, sweeping him, and personally, I felt, if it was going on points, I believe Eddie Bravo would have won, because more submission attempts, more sweep, I don't know. But it looked like a dominant performance to me by Eddie Bravo. And maybe I'm a little biased, but I mean, pretty much on Twitter and everyone is agreeing, so I'm not crazy. So I saw, he went for 3 or 4 good submissions, and then he went for the vaporizer, which fucking, it's like he went for like a calf slicer with the lockdown, and Royler, man, his knee was bent fucking sideways. I mean, dude, and he didn't tap. Like, if I would have even been put in there, I would be like, ah! I mean, that's real. I mean, if you guys don't know what the vaporizer is or a version of it, if you ever see Eddie Bravo and Joe Rogan on like a High Times cover, that's the movie has Joe Rogan where he's going like this. So, weed reference for all my stoners. I don't imagine too many kids are going to be watching this, but, I mean, that is just, I mean, just jiu-jitsu is like, it's so complex. I mean, there's different lineage. Like me, I train at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. And they're Higan Machado, so that's my lineage, it would be to the Machados, which is similar to Eddie, which Eddie's is John Jock Machado. And dude, John Jock Machado is a beast. Hegan, I mean, all the Machado brothers are beast. And then, Dave Johnson would be the black belt under Higan Machado. Mike Stedham, which is a brown belt. Uh, there's a couple other people I need to name off, but I'm kind of forgetting right now. But it's crazy, like lineage. Just you learn, and then then you also got the Gracie lineage, which is the original original lineage, Haleo, Carlos, the OGs that learned pretty much Japanese judo, and they evolved it into what worked for him. Because Haleo, the reason why he's considered Godfather, he was a smaller guy that would take on anybody, and he would consider technique over brute strength, and then that's how he was able to do it. So, when it comes to that, you can't, it's crazy what he was able to accomplish. And, I'm just going off on kind of a jiu-jitsu tangent, but if you were a jiu-jitsu fan and you caught this fight, oh, man, I don't think I've ever heard anyone in a jiu-jitsu match get so loud. It was honestly, it was like a UFC fight. You saw Chael Sonnen in the background. You had Kenny Florian covering it. Fuck, it was fucking crazy. And then, that just goes off on that. And I believe that Eddie proved his point, because there's a lot of haters in the jiu-jitsu community, and for him to do it again to Royler, it was awesome. And give it up to Royler, because Royler, he didn't tap. He swept Eddie a couple times, but of course Eddie actually, in part of his submission setups, he actually he ends up going back, giving position to re-get position. So, man, it was awesome. And that, I don't even really know what to say. Now, also, while I was gone, Dan Henderson fought Shogun again, number 2. Now, messed up thing is I have Comcast, and their DVR doesn't hold a lot of things. So the fight was recorded, but then it got deleted because I wasn't here to save it. But I caught the UFC tonight, because I always save my UFC tonights and I delete those by hand. I was able to see, a little bit of the fight, but oh man, I guess Shogun, it was pretty dominant on, Dan Henderson for a little bit, but Dan Henderson, which I saw, hit him with that H-bomb and just busted Shogun shit all up. And fuck, man, Dan Henderson, dude, you are fucking awesome, dude. To be at that age, and pretty much it was a comeback, because from what I hear, he was winning, and then just out of nowhere, I think that's awesome. Especially Dan Henderson's legacy, he'll still go down as one of the greatest. If he doesn't get a UFC belt, he'll always be that asterisk. But other than that, Pride champ, Strikeforce champ, and to do it for, not only a Pride champ, but he held 2 belts at the same time. And that's crazy. That's fucking insane. And and then the other fight, which I hear, fight of the year, was Johnny Hendricks, of course, becomes welterweight champion, and Tyrone Woodley beats Carlos Condit, and of course, if you didn't watch that, I wish I would have too, but caught the highlights, and woo, it was crazy, because Lawler did more damage to Johnny Hendricks than GSP was able to do. And that's something to say about Lawler. I mean, he's a beast. I mean, I remember seeing him knock out Melvin Manhoef, and that is one of the scariest knockouts ever. Because Melvin Manhoef is this crazy Dutch kickboxer from Amsterdam, and he's just fucking scary. Like, the way he fights, he just tries to kill you. And he hurt, you know, Robbie Lawler, and fucking Robbie Lawler out of nowhere hit him, blah, and knocked him out, and his eye was wide open, looking right at the camera. Woo! It's like almost if you saw Pat Barry get knocked out by Chet Congo, similar. Like, eyes wide open, looking at you, like you're like, ooh, shit. Damn, I don't want to get hit with that. Chin down, hands up. But that's easy to say when you get punched in the face by a fucking beast. So, and then you know, Tyrone Woodley, pretty dominant, fucking over Carlos Condit. Which Carlos Condit, man, he's one of my favorite fighters. I don't know, just something about his style, the way it's like he has the power too, but he just throws so much diversity. And Tyrone Woodley, I mean, ever since his UFC debut, he's just fucking been wrecking shop. And I've known about Tyrone Woodley since Strikeforce, because I used to watch Strikeforce too. So I love Strikeforce. I watched that when he did lose and he did get TKO'd or KO'd by Nate Marquardt. But man, Tyrone Woodley is a beast. He power, fast, and just, oh. So, you know, the whole welterweight, you know, conversation, you know, Rory McDonald, I think he might get the next shot, because now GSP is gone. Even though he lost to Robbie Lawler, but he just beat Damian Maia. So, might be him, might be Tyrone Woodley. I mean, Johnny Hendricks, I think, tore his bicep a week or two before the fight, and he fought, and he won. So, you know, but I guess there's controversy. I didn't get to see the whole fight yet, so I can't say anything. I just saw the highlights. But I heard it was even at round 4, and then Johnny Hendricks took that 5th round. So, and I saw Johnny Hendricks, and he looked fucked up. Lawler looked, you know, he got hit, man, boy, but they both got hit, and that's a dope thing. And I wish I had my fucking paddle so I could change this shit. It's on loop because I was cleaning before I did this. Just got the urge to give you guys a podcast. But you know, one thing I've been actually getting into, you know, kind of switch up on the MMA talk. I'll go back to that in a minute, just because it's right here. I got them out. So I've actually been doing canvases since, like, before I went on my little vacation, and you know, I'm not the best artist. I'm not even the best graffiti artist or whatever, man. But I've just been noticing I've been getting a lot of love from my my Twitter fans, man. They've been liking my shit. Some people says, man, I should do stickers, and they'd buy them. You know, I'm not really trying to make money, but, you know, if you guys would ever just want to buy some canvases, let me know. Give me a shout out. You know, I'll do your name. I'll see what I can do for you. I'll try to have the supplies already, so you don't have to really cover that. I should have my own shit. But you know, just for myself, you know, I actually did this big old. Real quick, I'll show you this first. So I originally did this. I put this on my Twitter. Ooh, so it's a DeathSquad. It's nothing fancy. It's just, you know, some basic lettering, and, you know, it's alright, you know. And then I did this canvas, and, you know, hopefully, you know, I'll get better with my canvases, but, you know, this is shouts out to all my DeathSquad. And, you know, that's just something I, you know, kind of did, you know, with the earth, and then the force field with the weed, and, media, shit like that. But compared to some of my other homies that are you've been doing canvases for a while, I'm kind of amateur. But I'm just I like to draw and I like doing letters, so I just figured. And so what I did for my boy Waterboxer, his wife, I was like, hey man, I'm doing a canvas. I might go out to LA in May or whatever. Um, I was like, you want a canvas or anything? And he said, yeah, if you could make one for my wife, I'd love to. So I've kind of messed around with it a little bit. I think it's done, but that's why I'm keeping a hold of it. But this is for Marie, and of course, Waterboxer. Here you go, my man. Um, got that flag going. Kind of same kind of concept I did with the last one. Outer space. The stars in the background. The Earth. But I just figured, hopefully this is, legible, and it, if you guys like it, cool. But any of you guys, ever want to canvas, hit me up on my Twitter. Leave a comment, and see what I can do for you. Can't do them for free, but I already got all these supplies, so we'll talk, whatever. Of course, don't leave your personal information. You don't want to share that. Don't leave it in the comments or on a Twitter message or anything like that. So, but my Twitter Dominico801. That's it. The @ sign, and then Dominico. But other than that, I've actually set some goals since I was on my little vacation. So I actually kind of finished the assessment. So I'm gonna hopefully be getting a job here in the next, couple weeks or when it starts. Might be working for Comcast. So we'll see about that. But whatever. We'll just keep that positive going. But other than that, I'm just gonna keep on trucking, looking for a job, cause and I'm gonna get probably gonna get in shape, cause one thing I did find out today, there is a jiu-jitsu competition, I think up in Idaho, in Boise, Idaho, which is it's a little bit of a drive, but maybe I would like to go, man, and compete a little bit, cause it's been a while since I competed. Never been any good. I did go to Naga. I lost. But, going there as an experience and just meeting a whole bunch of really cool people here in Utah, just the jiu-jitsu community, MMA community, um, it's all love here, and I've trained at a couple different gyms. I've been to, Absolute MMA, I went there for like a week, or two, and then I've been to Ultimate Combat trainings, UCTC. That's probably, I'd say, my main one. And it's been nothing but love, especially shouts out to him, Mike Stedham. If you guys are interested in MMA in Utah at all, there's a lot of gyms, but there's two gyms that under one belt. It's UCTC. I love kickboxing, kids programs, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing. Even if you're never trying to compete, it's a good exercise. It's a good way to stay in shape. I don't look like it. I'm a fat guy, but man, I used to be heavier, man. I used to be like 270. Yeah, I'm bulking up, maybe even 280. I'm not joking. I'm only 5'9", 5'10" on a good day. If I want to be like, hey, I'm 5'10", make myself up. No, but just I want all you people to understand, my people, you people, not us, whatever. We can live a lot longer than, we're supposed to, All you have to do, instead of getting the hamburger at lunch, maybe get the salad. Instead of drinking that soda, maybe you could drink water. Just make little adjustments here and there, and you'll be a little bit healthy. Instead of sitting on and playing on the Xbox, let's go play basketball. Or, if basketball ain't your thing, let's go on a walk. Live in a shitty neighborhood, go on a drive to the canyon and walk up the canyon. I mean, I just trying to preach positivity and, you know, all that peace and love, and, you know, probably sound like a little whatever preachy motherfucker, but, you know, do what you want, do what the fuck you want to do, just like Devin says. But, you know, if you can learn a little bit of, you know, good stuff in the meantime, make you live a little bit longer, you know, man. And believe me, I don't think fucking weed is bad either, man. Don't get me started on that shit, man. I think weed should be legal everywhere for medical and recreational. And, you know, unfortunately, that's why I had to go to jail, was because of weed. You know, meanwhile, if I was with my, you know, my homies or even some of my family, because I have family, you know, that are in California, fuck, I wouldn't even be in trouble right now. I'd be paying a fine. I wouldn't be, you know, faced with fucking jail, you know, any of that shit. But whatever, you know. It's a life learning experience, you know, get through the bullshit, and then, you know, hopefully soon the podcast will be broadcast either Colorado, or maybe I'll even move out to California and make it a little bit easier. Well, not easier, but, you know, easier to see good comedy all the time at least. Oh, shout out my man Joey Diaz is coming to Wise Guys Comedy Club in June. I gotta get the exact date, but, you know, plug to him. Uh, and I'm glad you're coming back, man, because that fucking first show, oh man, me and my boy Adrian were rolling. My boy Ada, shout out to him. I took him to Wise Guys in downtown, and we watched Joey Diaz, and oh, we were rolling so hard. He said he's never seen something that funny. But you know, shout out to Joey Diaz. See, you know, I don't know what else I was gonna talk about. You know, Sensei Eddie Bravo, Eddie Bravo. They play Jiu-jitsu, my friends. You know, it was a tie. You know, it was a draw. But I feel moral victory was for Eddie because, you know, realistically, everyone said that, you know, was down for Royler, since Royler's going to beat him, he's going to tap him, you know. And Eddie Bravo put him in some crazy positions. The vaporizer, you know, the electric chair. I mean, looked like it was... I thought that was a banana split, but see that I'm not well versed as well I should be, but a crotch ripper anyway, and that shit was fucking bananas. So, you know, this one's been 27 minutes. I hope it was a little bit entertaining for you. And I'm probably going to get some comments about, you know, the music is probably the same as it was last time. Sorry, shit. I was cleaning, so I had my mix going. But, let's see. You know, pretty much, you know, shout out to all my friends on Twitter, Facebook, you know, I love all y'all motherfuckers, even the motherfuckers that hate all the time. And I know you're gonna watch this and you're gonna know who I'm talking about. But I still love you, you know. But I just, you know, everyone have a good rest of your week. You know, this is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. You guys have a good, safe weekend. You know, just live life, enjoy your 420s, you know, because I can't do that no more. But, you know, eventually I'll be back, and then, you know, it's cool. But, like I said, if you guys have any suggestions, you know, for the future, Twitter me, fucking leave a comment. Uh, you know, if you guys like it, if you don't, you know, I'm open to any criticism. And then, we'll try to make this actual banger. We'll have a good podcast going, because it's good. I love talking to y'all motherfuckers, and I actually got some friends that said that they're really down to have some podcasts and talk about some of the old crazy stories from like way back in the day. Uh, you know, because you know I've lived you know, I'm only 25, but I've lived a little bit of a little bit of a crazy life. But you know, nothing too crazy, but you know, we'll share those all in the future, you know, and, you know, we'll keep it moving. But I just want to drop looks like we're closing in on 30 minutes. I don't want to take too much of y'all's time. But thank you so much for tuning in if you're watching this. I'll go over some more shit here in the future, but key topic today, eat good, make some good choices, live your life, and stay the fuck out of jail, because jail is fucking terrible. And maybe next time, man, I'll go into a little bit more deeper, but if you're trying to lose weight, go to jail, because 15 days I was in there, I lost 20 pounds. Not joking. Fuck Jenny Craig, man. Go to fucking jail. Shit. But other than that, I love you, motherfuckers. Peace to my DeathSquad family. Peace to fucking everyone. Shit. Taylor Gang. My West Coast, my East Coast family. Shout out to DeathSquad Harlem. Shout out to Constantine, all them motherfuckers on Twitter that's holding us down. DeathSquad NorCal, DeathSquad fucking, just DeathSquad worldwide. I'll try to shout out more motherfuckers in the future. I'll have my shit together, maybe 2 laptops and a tablet or some shit. But peace.